Yeah, Mode London, new Guardz in the place, straight from Barcelona.
Cool.
The summer tour was off the chain. Off the chain. New Guardz, man, then make some noise inside the blood clot building.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, that was Unknown T and Knox, right hand. We've got the Odarrg in the building,
Here, we're live.
a.k.a. O1. Yeah, we're going to
One oh,
interview him
one oh,
right
one oh.
now. Yeah,
go.
so welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It's good to be
Glad
here,
to have
man.
you here.
Appreciate you, man.
We're going to go straight into it.
Let's get straight into it.
Straight
I'm ready,
into it.
Straight into it. I'm ready.
So, tell us, whereabouts are you from, bro? Tell us about your life. Tell us about your childhood, your upbringing.
It's not much to it. I'm just a young brother from Hackney, born and raised, obviously. Pretty much, man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about my upbringing still.
All right.
Maybe further down the line we'll clarify some things, but for now,
keep on the down low.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
So, tell us about your musical journey so far.
My musical journey, it's about to take off, man. Like, everyone in my life is just telling me, this is the route to go down. Obviously, there's other routes that I don't want to bring up right now, but they're saying, no, this is one route I got to take. I got the talent, so what I'm going to do is just do it for everyone around me, even if it's not for myself.
Yeah.
And see where things go, man.
So do you feel that you chose the music path or music chose you?
It's got to be a thing where music chose me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. It wasn't plan A. It wasn't the plan, but the talent's there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, lie about it, so pretty much.
The tracks that you sent us, and I played it to the man them, we went crazy in my yard, bro.
I try,
Crazy, bro. The beat was hard, the bars were hard, and we're looking forward to when you're going to spit in a little while.
That's mad love, I appreciate that.
No.
Seriously,
we are looking out for you, brother. Because that's what New Guardz is about, yeah? We like to look out for new talent coming up. Because when we were coming up, people were looking out for us. You get me?
That means a lot.
You know what I mean?
I respect the movement.
Right, and we only bring people here that are good.
Okay.
That are 30.
That's a statement.
You get me?
I ain't going to let you down, trust me.
Yeah, let no one down, brother. Yeah, so. What was your first bar you spat?
Do you know what's crazy? Don't ask me how I remember this year, but I'm going to drop my first bar right now. This was made like, I must have been writing my older sister. She's really what got me going in this music thing. I just went to her and I said, yo, sis, peep this. This is what I said, innit? I had my bars on my paper. I said, she wants this goodie, she's moody. I said, excuse me, you got to pay me Mooney, SD, that's Card and Square. We're just out here, Buzz Lightyear and Woody. I feel like going on a movie, watching, eyes onto the jury, jury, no judge, no court. I'm talking gold, silver, you feel me? This was a couple years back.
Yeah.
I remember that shit forever.
Bro, that's hard. That's hard.
Appreciate
so
that,
when you
man.
say a couple of years back, how far back?
I was 13.
Okay, cool.
I'm saying. Couple years back.
Tommy, what age were you when you wrote your first bar?
Oh, like 16, bro.
16.
Okay.
See?
Not far off.
See?
Yeah. And hold on, just to cut in.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I got a few years on you, bruv. So
Yeah, you can assume. I'm pretty knowledgeable, I'm pretty experienced, trust me.
You tell him.
I'm pretty experienced, Tommy.
So, tell me this. Where do you get your inspiration from when you're writing? Well, tell me about your process.
My process.
Do you have a certain time in the day where you feel more creative, or certain things spark you, or you just see something and you just start writing, or you hear a beat? Tell us a bit more about that.
Oh, I could definitely get into that. One thing I would say, the main thing is probably subconsciously my environment. Like what I'm growing up around is what I usually tend to rap about. But one thing as well, like I like to write inspirational music, like go-getter music. I've always had that hustler's ambition.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to music, you just gotta feel like, yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, man. So, you know what I'm saying? It's my environment and that hustler's ambition, go-getter type music.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about.
So what artists inspires you?
There's a lot of artists that inspire me.
Give us two. Give us your top two that you listen to. You're like,
Yeah.
hard.
Obviously, it's got to have a bit of Rimsey in there. Rimsey, Young's Tef, and Clavish. Like for me, the top three, man. On top, trust me. Obviously, Rimsey, He's levels and Tev, young's Tev, serious in this thing, you know.
Yeah.
Serious homage to them still. But
See. So, if you had the chance to do a collaboration with someone, who would that be and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. I ain't really thought about collabs. Probably one of my favorite artists, to be honest. Like, if we're talking UK, it's got to be someone like Rimsey.
Yeah.
And if I'm mentioning Tef, I got to mention Boost. God, that's getting me those big bros still. Probably like Rimsey or Clavish, pretty much.
Yeah. See. So, what projects have you got in the pipework? Any music coming out soon? Any albums? Any EPs?
Yeah, this summer, obviously, I'm going to get a track out with proper shoot. It's going to be proper. I know people have been asking for it, but I'm not going to stop there. I'm in the booth every day. So like, when I say I'm working on the EP, 6-track EP, nothing crazy, you know. But yeah, pretty much. I don't want to reveal too much. If you want to know more, just follow the handles and see what's going on there.
All right, well, give us your handles, bros.
The handles.
Tell the people where they can find you.
Literally just official 10 on Insta and TikTok. Just stay live because I'm about to be flooding the pages with new content. Trust me.
Nice. Yeah, so it's Odarrg.
That's what.
But his
that's what
stage
they
name.
Call me is one, but it's 10, innit? But
Yeah, your stage
people
name
call
is
me
10.
Odarrg, you know.
Yeah.
So shout out to man, man.
All right, so we're gonna hear a bit of your music now.
Yeah.
It's a bit of fire. You got what's it called? Nobody.
Yeah.
Who produced the track for you?
This one is Limitless Vids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, let's run that track. Make some noise in the place, people. Odarrg 10.
So
Yeah.
Listening.
Limitless on the beat.
Nobody wanna see us move out of the ends, get rich and prosper. I swear it's so mad. Countless times been trying to do mine, but I can't. They keep trying to hold me back. This time round, I'ma try right my wrongs. If I don't, it is what it is. That's life. Can't take man for idiot. Hold that fool. Fool me once, but you can't fool me twice. Do me once, but you can't do me twice. Get a mind out, little bro. Talk to me nice. The rest is history. Word to bro D, man. We do it for us. We don't do it for likes. Try no, we're just trying to get rich and prosper. Jugging is part of my genes. Do it like Gordon. You twat, E plonker. We enter the function live. 2-man step, we strike. 4-man step, then we just sweeping up. Bucking to me at the end of the night. What can I say, bro? You just ran out of luck. Let's be real. What you trying to do? We just, well, go ahead and try your luck. Oh no, girl, you know I got bougie wood. Getting in my drawers is gonna be tough. What you reckon I keep in the back of this 4-door coupe with my windows tint? It's that hood insurance. Try me, I introduce you to the end of the stick. Back to back shellings, I need me a skelly dripping with Henny. Original top boss stepper, word to bro, like my one's fit. I need the full amount on time. You said you was gonna be ready, you ain't PG, you ain't moving steady. If you ask me, you're looking for buying. Meanwhile, go hit some bellies, talking top 2. I ain't talking second, you ain't hustling, you get paid in pennies. If I was you, I'd bump that price. Nobody wanna see us move out of the ends, get rich and prosper. I swear it's so mad. Countless times been trying to do mine, but I can't. They keep trying to hold me back. This time round, I'ma try right my wrongs. If I don't, it is what it is, that's life. Can't take man for idiot, hold that fool. Fool me once, but you can't fool me twice. Always ahead of my youth, that's factual. This time round, I'm getting it right. Can't be lay around here, that's actual. Reality, which way's forward the best way? 1 or 2-man step. Nowadays, all niggas do is talk. Keep that energy live in the flesh. I'm literally in my bag. Bro said I got that breezy flow, come like easy. Shut down shows, I stay PG, can't break no code. I'm literally just nang. That way don't make no bread. Incognito, that's more like old big boss, but little bro in my zone. This way here, 10 out of 10. Everyone talking a lot, just talkers. But who really backs their chat? Too much rappers and not enough ballers. Someone gotta write that patch. I'm a separate dog, I'm elegant, here for the long run, gotta stay relevant. RF Rico, Fizz for president, purchase his with card or cash. Traditional baller, my way, that way. Part of the litty committee, top of the league, I run that campaign. Unlimited legs like Kane, my Costa order, caramel frap. Juggling both Kylian and Mbappe, didn't know she really had my back. Oh well, we move this way or that way. Nobody wanna see us move out of the ends, get rich and prosper. I swear it's so mad. Countless times been trying to do mine, but I can't. They keep trying to hold me back. This time round, I'ma try right my wrongs. If I don't, it is what it is, that's life. Can't take man for idiot, hold out fool. Fool me once, but you can't fool me twice. Nobody wanna see us move out of the ends, get rich and prosper. I swear it's so mad. Countless times been trying to do mine, but I can't. They keep trying to hold me back. This time round, I'ma try right my wrongs. If I don't, it is what it is, that's life. Can't take man for idiot, hold out fool. Fool me once, but you can't fool me twice.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Come on.
Yo.
Go, man.
It's so true. They don't want to see us move out the ends. They
It's
want to
true,
keep
man.
us
Just-
blocked up in there,
Bro,
bro. But you
literally.
know what?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this to you. You're going to go far, brother.
Appreciate
Just
that.
keep-
Coming from me, I appreciate that, man.
Just keep walking that path, yeah? Keep walking that path.
Thank
Just
you.
like, what was his name that was downstairs? Ray.
Yo, spray.
Spray.
Yeah.
Spray said, walk the path, bro. I repeat.
Big up
I
little
repeat
spray,
it,
man.
yeah? So, yeah. New Guardz Radio.
Yeah.
We just got fired down by Odarrg.
No
1-0 inside the place.
No
Make
thing.
some noise for my brother inside.
Yeah, man.
Bye. Yo, as we step into this one, gonna go into some music, and then we got another interview coming through in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Back on. This is Ray Vandetta, the Ray of Light, Razor Sharp. Got a very, very special guest right now. I'd like to introduce a UK hip-hop veteran, a constantly present guy in the scene, a work rate king. And when I say work rate king, I mean them guys that are putting that work in, not just talking about work, putting in work. You know, a close musical spar of mine featured on my last album, which was a very important one to me. You know, blessed it. Even better than I expected, and I expected some great shit, and it was even greater. I'd like to introduce Anyway the God.
Love my G. Humbled. Pleasure.
My brother,
Thank
my
you for
brother.
having me, man.
No problem, no
I got
problem.
invited, had to come, man.
Come
on.
now. Let's get straight into business, man. The business, and give us a bit of back history, man. Where your folks from? Where you grow?
All right, so I was born here, Hammersmith Hospital. My first address
West.
was Battersea. And then I moved to West London. I grew up in Ealing till I was 6. Moved to the Caribbean when I was 6 years old.
All right.
Lived there till I was 18, back and forth.
Wait. Let me pause you. What was that like?
That
So
was-
I know a few men that got shipped off. Was you a bad seed? Let me
Nah,
know
you
first.
know what? I wasn't, you
A
know.
few men got shipped off because they were bad seeds, innit? But if you went just to go, that's cool.
Yeah, now you know what is struggles, you know, just family struggles. I was struggling. It's a bit of an oddball. We used to get bullied in school. And my mum being a single parent, just a lot of factors. She probably know more than I did. I was 6 years old at the time. I went to live in Grenada till I was 9. I came back and then went again when I was 11 and stayed there till I was 18.
So what was it like, the back and forth,
Like-
man? Especially when you was out in the West
Yeah.
Indies, the culture shock and, you know, being an English boy and then coming back and, you know, what was it like for you?
So I'm an 80s baby.
Same.
I'm born in the 80s. So I got to travel by myself a few times, which was, you know, a very different experience for me. As a youth traveling from a young age, I think all of these things just kind of gives you a different outlook in life.
I hear that.
And I didn't necessarily grow up with my biological parents, so I'm a man of many mothers.
Okay.
I lived in different households even when I was here, and I lived in different households even when I was in the Caribbean. I lived in St. Lucia for a little while with my grandmother, God rest her soul, or both of them. But like it was weird. It's like the Caribbean now is very different to when I was growing up. There wasn't many street lamps. You know what I mean? There was still a lot of bush tracks where I was living. You know what I mean? I practically grew up in like a little village on a hill. Agriculture and growing things and eating off the land is like a norm. Like all of these things, a lot of life skills and life lessons. Slept on the floor, you know what I mean? Wooden floor, kerosene lamps. You know what I mean? It's like no electricity, power cuts.
I can picture it, man. I can picture it, you know. As a man of West Indian heritage as well. Just went back to Jamaica early this year.
Yeah.
You know, it reminds you, innit?
Yeah.
Shit is real out
That's
there,
it's
man. You
real,
live it real off
yeah.
the land. But
Yeah.
let me quickly go on to the second one. What I want to know is, because you're a vet and the thing, what was your introduction to the thing?
You know what?
Earliest. What artist did you hear? Who gave you that CD, that album, and you just like, right, this thing hip hop.
I tell you, so I got a Nation of Islam background.
Okay.
And my mum gave me a KRS-One album tape.
All right.
Yeah, that's like my first cognizant, like known, like I could read the words and say, oh,
KRS.
that's what I had.
The legend.
But, you know, I think all of us are Wu babies at heart.
Therefore.
Grew up on Wu-Tang. I grew up on a lot of Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That's one that many guys don't mention, yeah, and I give Bone their flowers all the time,
man.
because I think Bone are innovators. You know, the fast rap style, the melodic style,
Yeah.
Bone, Twister, a few more I can reel off. But yeah, I just think they always deserve their flowers.
Yeah,
So funny you should say that.
100%. Yeah, like, yeah, Bone Thugs on Harmony, huge influence. Tupac,
Come on.
you know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
I got
Mortal.
my godmother from Chingford. Heavy influence. She was heavy on the Bone Thugs. She used to wear the head wrap and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
like,
forward,
like,
like,
yeah,
tie that,
forward.
yeah.
Like pack and all of that.
Yeah,
and
yeah, I remember the
now,
forward bandana.
it was a lot of that. These were kind of like key influences. Obviously, the Busta Rhymes. I'm a huge Busta Rhymes fan. You know what I
Busta
mean?
transcends through the eras, man.
That's
It's just
right.
Like, whatever era you came up loving hip hop in, Busta
He's there.
existed in
He's
that.
there.
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, that's God
Facts.
levels, innit? But,
Yeah.
well, moving on from that question, how did your ascension in this thing, in this hip hop thing, your own career, your personal
So,
start?
from a young age, like I said, I got a Nation of Islam background. So, I didn't go to school for a little while. And I kind of taught myself how to read. But I taught myself to read when I used to attend meetings, little community meetings and stuff. They had a person who would take the notes, the meeting notes. And I used to, I just love writing. I love calligraphy. So I used to copy what she wrote. So obviously as a person speaking, she's writing. So this is kind of like subconscious learning to read. And transitioning from here, living in the Caribbean, I used to write my mum. So my mum was basically my first pen pal. You know what I mean? And kind of nurtured my love for writing. I kind of got into poetry from like the age of 9 to 11. And then that kind of, with the music, like just listening to hip hop beats, a lot of instrumentals, because like I said, I had a Nation of Islam background. So whenever they used to do their carnival floats and stuff, they used to play a lot of the instrumentals as opposed to like because of the verse, the vocals and stuff. And yeah, man, my heads just used to do the stuff, and I just used to try my thing. So I probably wrote my first song properly, like around those times. And then like I recorded my first song at 16.
Okay, so what did that turn into, like demos and just seeing
like,
if you could put something together like we all did?
Yeah, that's it. And then like man, I was like, I had enough. I just flung together a little demo CD in like 2007. And then just flung it out there for free practically. And then just, kind of a repeat process. And just kind of started to, that's it.
So
that's
07 would have been the official date that anyway the God put something out there to the universe, to the world. Like, have this.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it
it.
was free, you had to pay for it. Download thing weren't so big then. I know about 07, man. It was just, the Channel U era was still in and all that. But it's around the same kind of ascension time as me and certain man them as well. So I like that. Going on to the next one, 07 now, to the current day of 23. What do you see as like the major changes in the scene we're within, the music as a whole, the way it's given to people? Just like what is your overall analysis on music since you came in 07 to today, 23? What's the evolution in your eyes?
just making things easily accessible to people, man. Like, I think for me, it's always been about the music first and foremost before anything. You know what I mean? And like, just the fact that I'm trying to make the world my hard drive. I don't need to. I got so much music. I just need to get this stuff off now. So I'm just trying to make the world my hard drive where I could just put it out and then just don't have it no more. Just have space to create
that
new.
works a lot. So understand that logic because you put out a lot of things. Tell us about God Status. Big up Joker Star.
Yeah. So big up my brothers. Big up my brother Joker Star, Jazz T, Kashmir. It's more them three. Yeah, it's more them three. They're the core for God Status. I kind of got, I'm kind of like the little brother to that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm still a part, 100% still a part of the God Status movement. That's like, more so the I don't know what to. It's kind of like that's the Joker Star and Kashmir brainchild of just dealing with deep-rooted Africanism. And
I can see from just like the way you package it, the art, You know, just the direction of it. I know it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be able to explain it a lot better than me. But you know,
Here, I know he break
yeah,
it down,
you'll
'cause
break
Joker
it
be
down.
wearing the big ass beads and
Yeah.
thing, and them chains that look like they're leaning his neck. You know what I mean? So I know
Yeah.
that's that. That's why I asked you. 'cause I
yeah,
just wanted to know.
100%.
I was intrigued.
He's a person I rate in the sense of he's very good at condensing information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He did a song with Just called Severe Price. Go check that out. Released God Status released a song called Severe Price with Jest.
Okay.
And he does 16 bars. Jest does a whole plethora of bars.
Yeah.
He just spazzed out on the tune. But the amount of information man managed to condense in them 16 bars. And when he does interviews, it's the same. He kind of he's good at simplifying.
All right.
You know, I'm getting there.
Big up Joker.
I'm getting
Big
there.
up Joker.
I'm
Jazz
getting
T.
there. You know what I mean? He's got a new album coming out as well called God's Children. You know what I mean?
Joker be always working. Every
Yeah.
time I look around, he's doing something.
Yeah.
Innit?
We've done a lot. We got a lot of music sitting on
Alright,
this.
so tell me, while we're on music, tell me what you do outside of music. What you dealing with?
So one of my occupations, I'm a person. I'm family oriented at heart. So everything I do is kind of around my family. So I do security. That's one of the things which I'm going to straight after this. I run music. I help run music, help and facilitate music workshops and stuff in and around my local community and outside communities and stuff as well. There's a Young Leaders Academy in Lewisham that I volunteer and go and work in on the Saturdays, and I actually help work with a few charities in the Berkshire area, Windsor and Slough mainly.
That's dope.
Running music workshops and stuff, and you know more coming.
Giving a little something back.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
it.
That. I like
That's
that.
it.
And then this will just move into my final question because we're on tight time. Tell us what's next. What can we expect from you? How can we find you? What's coming next?
Wicked.
Immediately now, like next few months.
Wicked. So I'll just go off. Got so much I'm gonna go off. So basically, I got Joker Star just released a song called Balance. The video for that's coming Friday. Off of his coming album God's Children, entirely produced by Dirty Foot. I got an album coming out with Daniel Niles called Gods and Lords. Something we've been done, just sitting in the making, just preparing, finalizing and packaging that up for release. I got something coming with DSOTM.
Wicked.
Now
That's the gang. That's the
Yeah.
gang. That's the bros, man. Wicked.
Done a whole album with them. I look forward to hearing that little 8-track thing.
Hold on. You done a whole album with DSOTM.
I think I heard something.
Who
about
is this
that,
guy,
man.
bro?
I think I heard something about that, man.
Hey, that's like the new Guardz cousins,
Yeah,
bro.
that's the
That's
bros,
how I
man.
look at them.
That's
man.
extended
Them
tree.
man
For our
are so
trees out
ill,
there,
bro.
they on
Them
the
man are
tree.
so ill.
Come on, that's
listen,
the bros.
there
Big up
you go,
Menace
man.
and the dark side of the
There
moon
you go.
family. And then finally, any shout outs? And where can people find you first and then any shout outs?
Yeah, yo. First and foremost, man, it's always peace. It's always thanks and praise to the Most High. My family, my parents, shout out my dad, my mum. You know what I mean? My children, my children's mothers, and basically you lot. Shout out Joker Star, all my brothers, Extended Michael Parkinson. You know what I mean? Daniel Niles, Rap Exchange. We got a show coming up in August. Charlie Tuna, possibly something else as well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Putting on events once a month, show reel. You know what I mean? I'm yet to come up.
Alright.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Social
Yeah.
media, the handles.
Social media. Find me on Gods and Laws, GAWDS and AND Lords LAWDS on Instagram for the time being, and there's links to the rest of them. You know what I mean?
Brother, Anyway the God.
Listen.
It's been a pleasure. People, check out Anyway the God. You heard the handles. Hope you're not moving slow. You mark that down. Check out his music. Check out everything he does, because it's dope.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna play 2 tracks from him. We're gonna start with this one as we go into like the interlude. It's called Titans from Anyway the God.
Wicked. This is a nice little warm up. Yo, say, big up New Guardz, Mode London for having me. Listen, Anyway, the God here to plant the helpful seed. Live in a world that's bored and peed. Go out their way to get pissed, drunk and disorderly. Waste away left for decay, dash away the pork and beef. Flesh feast, feeling for flesh, tough for the orgy meat. Beats warm the blood in the neck, ready to sink their teeth as soon as they see red rosy cheeks. Canines erect and reach, pierce the skin, parasites leech life from the body leaves. Now slaves to death in a world of immortality. Greed, pride, gluttony, sins of the seven deadly. 5 venom serpents so wise I fry the slithery, I throw it in. Petrol pouring flame for flambe recipe, we burning this. Hell created, cremated, nobody's free or a witness of the hereafter, heard no testimonies. Back to the dirt from which we came. Shower down with rain, the grass grows. Life springs again, beauty of the pain. Needed to appreciate the pleasure moments, language of the gods I speak least. No need for excess speech or preaching. Do not preach until my peeps on the table with me. Just gods and goddesses portray the youth with negativity. I do this for you. Fuck creating the killing fields. I'm looking fertility to germinate a seed, spread life and longevity. Network the living tree, grow fruitful, let spirit be. Root of God is spirit and electricity. See, I ain't scared to die. Struggle is ordained, I won't fail to try F systematic ways. Only God applies. I'm dealing with the truth, I'm not accepting lies. Rise above the fear of attempts on my life. Ha. Rise above the fear of attempts on my rise above the fear. Everybody say real hip hop. Say this is real hip hop. Say this is real hip hop. Say this is real hip hop. Yo. Say ain't no itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny whiny thing. More mixed doogies, you got your spineless when I speak precisely. That's my mind. My mind's grown, discovered what my mind holds. Limitless mind your limit, cause my mind's gone. It's blown capacity. Can't cope where I go. NSOs, ciphers creating as I roll. Ho hee ho. Discipline in it. Militant script, not ignorant, staying vigilant. Knowledge is infinite. Install begins at an instant from an infant. As stimulants, new to the brain. Know the influence. Mind what you allowing in. Build up resistance, resilience. Images that's planted for imagining, injecting it in your third eye. Blocking foresight can't broaden your horizon. Their images your mind's on to see. You lie gone, yet to be risen from the grave of gravity. Pull it strong, vertical, upright for more sight. Be bright and high, might be righteous. Left-handed, right side of the pain. Vision, pain, hold the death note. Imagery stains the brain. Breathing savagery, we telling them thoughts deeper than melanin. Dark space from Deep Space Nine. My mind is bigger than this universe. I'm out of this. Fitting in to tell you this. Feet clean, clear your temple spiritually. Lose your weave. Head top gone, please proceed. Hey yo. Say this is real hip hop. 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 New Guardz. Come on. It's all family, it's all family. Yeah, man. It's vibes. Thank you for having me. This is a coming single, this is an exclusive. So for those of you who grew up on Lovers Rock, especially those of us coming from the 80s, you know what I mean? Little Lovers Rock vibe, with some bars. Yo, God said to me, give it the God push. Hardwired my hair bristles, the God bush. Divinity in my deity, trace the law kush. Regal the spirit and aura, I draw a queen with a firm tush. Who wants to show? Upon the man, look. The best read ever found to find a profound book. And can cook. Girl, look for ambush. I am a climb up for rise up, tie up my can-ups. Ain't no time wasting time. Chat bag of damn book. Got booty goop, took space to strengthen, move straight, rookie, crook, pussy, shook, shake the foundation, jukes, dancing to zook, nookie is mush, hook in the waist, try enter my place, open to yours, look at my face, get lost in my gaze, these features stay, I've been through a great deal, learn some traits, a man that can fix his own plate, or no one won't wait, it's for my soul's sake, infinite holding no dates, yo. Woke from my dreams, saw what's real. God said to me, ask the question, is who father you? God is my father, no dada, mara. Who? What we are making do? Come mostly women that helped me further and gave me room. Had many mothers, there were no brothers to get me through dealing with all these issues. Ha, just village dudes. Son of Osiris, young English bastard, did pick and choose. A son unique in the heat on earth, I felt like a moon. Found family through God and people. The reddest youth, son of the sun, direction is up. F being confused. Enter the unknown with prayers for eyes to reveal the truth and whom it appeals to. God was appealing, I'm kneeling inside, I'm screaming for meaning. Beseech to make it through, was pining for my mother. Only Allah will do truth. Read the Quran that she gifted me, feeling closer to God. Talking with self. Travel while auditing globe, trotting, inhabiting earth. Space gaps I'm filling in. Woke from my dreams. So was real. God said to me, go be. That's me. That's me. Thank you for having me. You know what I mean? I feel right at home. That's when you know it's family. It's all organic.
Anyway, the God, it was a pleasure. Them tracks there, when did it? You tell me when we're off here when they come out. I know there's some exclusive. I see Parky's name on that. Big up, big bro Parky.
Big up,
man.
Michael
Every
Parkinson.
Every time, OG. But we're gonna thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming down, blessing up the show.
Come on, man.
We got more work to do as well. You know
100%,
that already.
100%, G.
All right.
Thank you for
Ladies and
having me,
gentlemen,
man.
anyway, the God.
Yo. Love.
Right off. We were out here singing Any Old Dying in the break while like all these hip hop songs were playing. All right, so let's get it cracking. So first of all, the first thing I want to say is welcome back to Jen Nolan. Everyone, welcome back to Jen Nolan.
Hi.
All right, this is New Guardz Radio. Yeah, we're back inside. We're gonna start with one of the topics that's been trending recently. It's been going around Billboard. They know like every now and then they like to shake up the culture with these little lists to start throwing people into a frenzy. Yeah. And this time it was the top 100 groups. The top 100 groups. Now I'm stalling because I had it up on my phone.
I thought it was top 20.
Top 100.
Top 100?
Yeah, top 100. Top 100.
I'm looking at the wrong group then.
Yeah. It was top 100. But number one was Outkast, and number 2 was Wu-Tang.
Who was 3?
Give me a second.
Calculating.
Computer says no. Like, first of all, before I get into that, because I'm going to bring it up on my phone in a minute, yeah? So I'm going to still buy myself some time. But what do we think about the top 2? Are people happy with that top 2, or do you think that, like, they needed to, like, bring some other groups into the mix?
Outkast is not above Wu-Tang, NWA, Mobb Deep, or... No, yeah, I put all them 3 above. Wait, hold on. So we're looking at the list now. So we got...
So you got Outkast number 1.
Wu-Tang number 2, NWA, Tribe Called Quest, Run DMC, Public Enemy, Eric B and Rakim,
Salt and Pepper number 8.
De La Soul,
And then the Roots.
right. Migos is number 11. Now, this is what I mainly have a problem with. Why is Migos number 11?
I said Migos.
Amigos.
I did Migos.
Migos. Muy caliente.
All right. So that's what I'm saying. We don't even know what they're called, bro.
No, do you know what? No, in fairness, and we said this the other day when we were talking about it, the Migos, like a group like the Migos, and even Outkast to a certain extent, one of the criteria was cultural impact. And when we talk about cultural impact, the Migos, love them or hate them, they birthed a lot of other rappers that sound like them.
Lil Wayne birthed the Migos.
Yeah, true. But the
But
Migos.
he's not a group though.
Hot Boys.
But remember, but the Migos with their little like back and forth, like you know what I mean. The way that they did it, a lot of groups copied that formula after them. There were groups that influenced them too. But yeah, like I reckon that's why they're there more than their actual rapping skill. Do you know what I mean?
we should be talking about rapping skill, bruv. This is hip hop, bruv. We're not trying to talk about like fucking who influenced people to be these wavy like skibbity bibbity rappers, bruv. Like, like we got real influential, real raw rappers. Like, this is why Outkast is up there. Not number one in my opinion, but definitely up there, bruv. They are so influential. Migos, in my opinion, was more of a detriment to above Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Like, are you serious? Think of the impact they had on hip hop culture, bruv. Like, so you know what I mean? And then fucking Mobb Deep's 13. I don't know who wrote this, bruv.
I'm gonna come to that. I want to let someone else talk about it because like I've got a lot to say about this. But go on, what you lot think?
I just feel like obviously Outkast has had like a monumental impact on the culture and like, you know, created like a new style and everything. But I'd say they're a bit more like at certain points like psychedelia than hip hop. Like that's at some points it's like that's music to trip acid
but
to.
that's
Do you know what I
later
mean?
on.
Like,
Later on, they
yeah, I
did that.
suppose. Yeah, but I don't know if I would. Yeah, number one is a bit mad. Yeah.
Okay, so me personally, I believe that Wu-Tang Clan is the greatest hip hop group of all time. So they weren't too far off on the number two, but like no one don't remember the runners up. So they need to flip that round and put like Wu on the top of that for cultural impact and the factors you were talking about. Definitely Wu. I think Outkast definitely deserve a spot in the top 10, but it's not a number two, as Tommy said. And there's numerous other groups they can put, but I think as Zorro said earlier, that they make these lists to ruffle feathers and, you know, make people like reevaluate their space in the culture and whether they've done enough to be deserving of this list. So I think it's always shots, but not shots, but like a whole heap of shots when these lists come up. But Wu number one, defo.
Onyx number 40.
Why is Onyx 40?
Onyx are below Big Timers and 8-Ball and MJG and fucking Ghetto Boys and fucking hell, bro.
Where's D12?
Nah, man.
Bruv, bruv,
No,
in the top 30. You know what you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true.
boy.
Pete Rock, CL Smooth, number 45. My God, like only did like one album.
Yeah. But still, had cultural impact. People play that shit to this day. There are people who swear
City Girls. City Girls above MOP.
Black Star's 49.
Black Star below City Girls. All right.
MOP and Black Star should be up into the top 10s and 20s, man. Easily. MOP and Black Star so far down the list.
But
wow.
Again, I think longevity was one of the things.
Yeah,
too.
of course.
So Black Star did one album.
Because like some of these duos and groups that you're mentioning here had like pivotal albums,
They have
maybe one
pivotal
or two or
albums.
a trio of albums.
But do you think that you should be in the top, say, 20 if you've got one
off
album?
one album? No.
Like,
no.
I know this is something that you feel strongly about
If
yourself.
we're talking albums and the projects, then that's a different list.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if
yeah.
we're talking like overall group, like longevity, contribution to the culture, I get it in positional form that way. But we're talking projects, then some of them shouldn't even be on that shit.
Yeah.
Because
Because I saw some conversations going on about from New York rappers saying, you know, like Mobb Deep, why are they so low?
Exactly.
But, and there was something like
Deep had a
at All
good
Star
run.
Stacks, big up All Star Stacks. But apparently a lot of like people outside of New York in America, I don't know, from this side of where we sit, from this side of the pond, Mobb Deep was influential to us.
Of course.
It was
all the way.
That was a
All the
big
way.
phenomenon,
Everything
a
they put
cultural
out.
phenomenon, and loads of rappers over here tried to spit like that at that
like
time.
Mobb.
Do you know what I mean? But like the conversation that was coming over from there is that in America they didn't hit like that. It was mainly New York that Queensbridge sound was like the thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I can't speak from that. I can't speak from Atlanta or the Houston or them sides because I weren't there growing up when that was taking hold.
As far as their sound in America, they're quite biased to their side and sound and who's coming out there. So I think that's why they would say that about a Mobb Deep, because Mobb Deep stuff was grimy, as we know. It's a certain way until they got around 50 and started, you know, pushing out their more mainstream. They had a certain. So I feel that could be rearranged dependent on what factors you're looking at.
Fuji's number 14.
There you go. Fuji's got a diamond album. There's nobody else on that list that got a diamond album, you know, sold over 10
Worldwide
million.
shit.
Nobody else on that list got over 10 million sales on a
Or
project.
2 albums.
Yeah, that's why.
2 albums.
That's why.
If you're looking at cultural impact, it don't matter how much albums you got.
True.
You can have one tune
But I think
and
they
it can
looked at
cause
4
an
things. I
impact.
think they looked at 4 things.
The song wasn't even meant to be that big.
Mm.
It just blew in a certain way. The singles
Yeah.
G Unit 19, Bone Thugs 21, The Locks 22.
What I got to say about G Unit is my generation. G Unit was a phenomenon, bruv. Alongside D12, it was kind of that same era, bruv. Like when I was at school, everyone was listening to G Unit and D12, bruv. When I was like year 6 to like year 9, you get me?
Literally, in primary school, everyone was going around G Unit.
I had G Unit trainers, bruv. When I was in year 6, bruv. I had the G Unit Reebok. I was looking like the frailest little G Unit soldier ever, bruv. They sold more than, bruv. At the time.
Far Side number 35. Like when you think about that whole backpack sound, when you're talking about like De La Soul, The Roots, Far Side, them man there. That's that sound. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like what, like rah, that's low, bro.
But are you like, because with regards to like them saying things didn't hit in America and stuff like that, should it not also be like worldwide contribution to how it influenced a lot of different sounds, not just like if it hit here in Atlanta and
I think that's when they meant like cultural impact. They were like, how far is the reach? So like the cultural impact was in terms of the reach.
But then with things like Mobb Deep, like that touched like everywhere. Like that's a global phenomenon. Do you know what I mean? It's not just. I don't think
maybe some Americans in them different states don't realize how far Mobb Deep. Maybe it wasn't popular in Houston where they listen to where their cars fucking bounce, but like over here where it's cold, we listen to that because it's like we can relate to that gritty. But yeah, go on.
But is the list being comprised for America or worldwide? It's for America. So that's why that's why it's
Billboard,
like that.
Isn't it? It's Billboard.
Yeah, that's why it's like that.
All right. We could talk about this all day. Let's move on. We'll move on to something.
So what would our list be? From let's take Mobb Deep, Fugees, G Unit, Wu-Tang, Outkast. Those 5. Place those 5 in your list using the same.
They're probably all in my list. What I would say is, if you ask most people in the UKHH space, you know what I mean, as people are putting it these days,
Space.
most people would say Wu.
Yeah,
and
Wu.
probably would also say Mob as well, man. We're up there, definitely.
I'd say Wu's up there. But I'd say Outkast are up there, but I'd say Wu is definitely
Wu would get your number 1.
I think Outkast have as much of a cult following as Wu does. Even if the kind of, you know, the merch and all that stuff isn't the same, they still have that like super heavy cult following. Like there's a million people on earth who will tell you Andre 3K is the best rapper in the world. I don't agree. Listen, that's not taking nothing away from him. He's incredible.
He's upper echelon.
But I would not say he's the best. But people will. People will tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
But I would say in terms of like Outkast, I think Wu-Tang, one of the myths, the reason why the myth has kept on going is because they've kept it going as well. Outkast have like stopped making music and they just don't care no more. There's not like no Outkast merch in Primark. Like, so no one ain't trying to like keep it alive. Whereas Wu-Tang got like series.
Well, then if you're looking at the cultural impact like that, Wu is first, bro.
Wu-Tang. Yeah.
They were like
and
the pioneers.
It's 9 MCs, like, do you know what I mean?
Because the sound that they came out with, no one had that. It was crazy. Because I were into Wu when I was young. I heard some of their thing and I was like, what the why man playing kung fu music? But it's dope because no one else is doing that. And the fact is they kept with that. They didn't come off of that. They kept with that style. And that style still bangs now. And that's the difference. Not every rap tune, when you hear it now, you're like how you heard it the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
Wu-Tang forever.
Wu-Tang, what are you saying?
Wu-Tang's forever.
Wu-Tang forever, yeah?
For the babies.
Wu Mondays.
It's for the babies. Wu Mondays.
Wu Mondays. All right, so moving on then. We've had... Nonce-gate, yeah? It's time for Nonce-gate, again. So everybody's heard about the BBC, the latest BBC presenter.
No, what happened?
All right, so there's a BBC presenter who basically has been caught sending, he was requesting explicit pictures from a 17-year-old girl on, and like basically he's been caught out there. He's been unnamed, and he's is that what you? Yeah. Allegedly, we need to say that because Listen, I saw what Cardi B did to that girl that started chatting her name, and she's gonna be paying off like that till like she's 100 and something. So we gotta say allegedly, because I ain't trying to get hit in the pockets. My pockets ain't long like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, go on.
You heard it here first.
So what I gotta say is, this person allegedly paid 35,000 quid for some kind of sexual video, right? That person as well, the victim, is also a drug addict. So apparently this is where the story gets thick. So that's proper like fucked up exploitation of someone who's under 18. It's fucked up. One of the conversations I had with people at work earlier is, and you know, you might have thrown a name out there earlier, but we were saying, who do you hope it isn't? So I hope it's not Graham Norton, because I love Graham Norton. I hope it's not fucking someone like Louis Theroux.
I hope it's not Gary Lineker, because I like Match of the Day. And I can't
And I like Walker's Chris.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't want to deal with watching Jermaine Jonas or some kind of thing like that. So, yeah, I hope it's not Gary Lineker. I hope it ain't Andy Peters, because that's my childhood mashup.
All I'm saying,
because that takes a whole new meaning to the broom cupboard, boy. It's not it.
Did you lot see the picture that got tweeted of Hugh Edwards?
No.
So a Snapchat picture of him, cheeks spreaded, got leaked on Twitter. I think it's been taken down, but obviously once it's on the internet, and the one thing,
might have the scoop, ladies and gentlemen.
The batty cheek.
Yeah, and he had Gooners. He had a Gooners tramp stamp.
Has anyone seen his ass so we can confirm it?
I mean, it could be Mid-Journeys. But like the one thing I will say about the picture, obviously it's unnerving anyway, because it's definitely the type of picture that would only have been sent inappropriately to someone who shouldn't have been sending it to. And B, like, he just strikes me as the type of guy that keeps his socks on during sex. Like, that's the vibe of the picture. Like, man's got his socks on, do you know what I mean? Like,
he had his socks on in the picture?
You can't see it, but you know when you just know. You know when you just know, like,
he looks kind of funky though.
Yeah,
but there's a couple of them, like even like Nicky Campbell. I was looking at him and I was like,
oh yeah, something a bit off. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just hope it ain't Gary Lineker. I hope it ain't like who else we got? Who's on BBC? Who else is on BBC? I
feel like they're all at it though, in one way or another, innit?
Oh no, I can't be at him, bro. He'd be probably a zoophile before he's like, you know? he's out here fantasizing about camels. Oh man.
He's out here
he apparently tried to like shut down the investigation when like it all broke out.
But apparently even the mum didn't want there to be an investigation. She just wanted him to stop sending the child money because the child was spending it on drugs. Yeah. So she didn't even want that. The reason she's gone to the press is because she felt the BBC wasn't acting quick enough. As usual. But it's like, you know, they'd be happy to just like put a choke order on it.
There's got to be something about this now, because this has happened so many fucking times.
Exactly. Come on now. It's a rotten institution.
What are we going to do? Why are we still paying for this, bruv? There's 12 quid a month that's coming out of my fucking bank account. I'm paying.
Listen, if you watch BBC iPlayer, you get a strongly worded letter to your house, and it's like, ooh.
I watched BBC iPlayer and someone turned up at my door and telling me I had the right to remain silent. That's why I'm paying. Bruv, that happened. That happened when I moved into my flat.
Was there was it police?
No, it was a guy.
I might just start doing that, you know.
Maybe I've been scammed.
I might just start doing that, you know. Just put my bank details down.
I might have got scammed. I haven't even thought about this. But look, it happened.
I just say it now. Any one of you BBC people want to come to my yard, come to TikTok's yard, you get a foot in your face. I tell you that.
I tell you
your fucking rank self.
I've never ever paid a television license in my life, and neither has my mum. Yeah, and I tell you something. When I was living at my last place, the people come, just don't let them in. They can't force entry because it's not a real tax. No, it's not a real tax. So that what they do is they try and scaremonger you with all these letters that say owner, occupier, and all this shit, but they never have your name. Try and do that with your council tax. You'll see your name, and then next
Yo,
minute
Zorro,
they're talking about,
that's
like,
real spit.
You know what I mean?
That's real spit,
You're
cause like
talking about your credit rating and all
they
Shout
can't.
out to Spengfield
Yeah.
Council.
Yeah, they
We
can't.
were
Yeah.
talking about these fools the other day.
I was about to get into something along the lines of that. So someone who I won't name because I ain't trying to incriminate them. They've like dodged the TV license for about, let's say like the good side of 15, 16 years. Like, check. No. Listen. Check what this person does. This person's dodged them for about 15 years, yeah, and lives in the same premises. And every time they come, this person flings them a new identity and says, "I've been here for 2 weeks."
There you go.
And then it's just void. And they've been doing that for like 15 joints, man.
Listen, at my last place,
BBC.
I was there 10 years. 4 or 5 of them years, yeah, people come, knock the door, you don't answer it, they go away, yeah. One of my flatmates moved in, he got shook, they let him in, and he started giving them their name, his name and that, and whatever. And then
watching on your laptop
they were
as
like,
well?
yeah, you've been watching TV, we got
On your laptop.
TV watching equipment. It's like, you can't use that 80s lingo, bruv. Oh yeah, we got a device, and it can measure whether you're watching television. I'm like,
Bullshit.
what is this? Like, you know what I mean? It's nonsense. So really and truly, they can't do nothing. I'm 38 years old, 39 years old, and I've never gone to court for that shit.
How do you cancel it, bruv? I'm sold. No. I don't know what happened, bruv.
You can't cancel it, bruv. You're in the system, bruv. You're finished, bruv. You gotta have the TV license
I'm
from
moving
now
house. I'm moving
on.
house. Fuck it. I need a new flat.
I ain't paying it for them to just be bumming kids and doing all kind of
Exactly. Paying for trips.
yeah. Anyway, let's move on. I'm getting sweaty thinking about that. Right. Okay. So, all right. This one. Let's end on a light note. Okay. So it's kind of a light note, but it's kind of a piss take too. So Master P has called out Google. Yeah. For a Luther Vandross mix-up. So Master P's called out Google for their recent mix-up between him and the legendary, rest his soul, Luther Vandross. And as he's often won't do, the Louisiana hip-hop mainstay took the opportunity to promote himself in the process, obviously. But basically what happened, to cut a long story short, is when you go on Google and you search images of...
I'm gonna do it now.
You search images of Luther Vandross, it comes up in Master P. How, man?
Never too much, never too much. Why is Master? How did that happen?
AI. People all look the same. AI, that's how they play. That's the new excuse, isn't it? It's like, oh, you're being racist. It's AI. It weren't us. It was AI.
The AI
It used to
programmed
be-
by white people.
Are
You're the one that programmed it, motherfucker. Like,
Are you Stormzy or Kano? Now it's are you Luther Vandross or are you Master P? Lukaku, yeah.
Have you searched it? Have you searched it up? Have you looked? It's not there anymore. They've changed it.
yeah, they took it down because I think that caught quite a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Like,
It was Questlove. Questlove was the one that was one of the people. I'm not saying he was the first one, but he was one of the people that brought light to it. So they must have been scrambling. You can imagine HQ is like people running up and down, building on fire. It's like, oh no, we gotta change it. But like that's crazy though. That is crazy. That I want to try and find out which famous people have like different pictures up when you Google their names. People, when you're at home right now, go on Google and see if you can find homework. See if you can find which famous celebrities and people in the public eye you can find who have the wrong picture up when you Google their name. But that's crazy. Like, how would you feel about that? How would you feel about if someone? How would you feel if it was like?
Well, I mean, obviously it depends who it was. If it was like Rihanna, then I'd be like, okay, this is hitting. But if it was like Susan Boyle, then like, obviously I'm gonna be in my feelings about it a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it really depends. But yeah, no, it's offensive, isn't it? Like, whichever way you put it, like, it's rude. Do you know what I mean?
What if they Googled you and then they come up with Nova, bro?
Thank you for listening to the New Guardz Show. I am your host, Nova Flip. So apparently there's someone who thinks that Nova Flip, but people know who Nova Flip is from Flip Live TV and Mud Fam. Someone thinks he's an Illuminati shapeshifter who is also Jest and Eminem. And then the next person they picked who is Nova Flip is me. Someone said that I'm Nova. What the fuck is that all
Who
about?
started this rumor?
Tommy Biz is Illuminati, bruv. He's been sent to the new guards to infiltrate the thing.
Yeah, so signing out is Nova Flip from New Guardz. Listen, welcome to the New Guardz show, the best UK hip hop podcast in the world, bruv.
We're a radio show, yeah, but
Yeah, we're the radio. Yeah, alright, listen, you guys stop it, man.
Nova
Stop
Flip's
it,
gonna
man.
get a letter from BBC.
Oh, stop it! No, stop it, man. Stop it, man.
That's how you get out of it, bro. Give another name.
he's gonna get a TV license. TV license.
Hey Nova, can you pay my TV license, bro? Please, bro. That 12 quid a month's killing me off, man. I need your help. Like, we're the same person, bro.
I feel like people just need to stop staying awake on speed for too many days in a row where they start coming up with all these tinfoil hat conspiracies.
Bruv, I don't know
man.
who that guy is. It's like a Facebook page called Sons of the Tribe. Nova sharing it just gave it more. Like, I looked at the thing and it had 1 like, and then Nova shared it and like everyone's fucking commenting on it. And bro, whatever, man.
All I'd say is, yeah, like people like go and get a psychological exam sometimes because
And
mental
maybe
health
a hobby.
is killing our people, and it's not funny. So sort it out, bro. That's what I'm saying on that.
And thank you for listening to the New Guardz show.
Yeah, big up to all our guests. Big up to Jen for coming down again. We're gonna try and get her down a little bit more often. Big up to the man like Anyway the God is still in the place.
Yeah,
Yeah. Big up to the man like Odarrg. Yeah. Big up to the man like. Hey. Also, wait. Hold on. We need to make a special shout out. One Will J. Can we? Hey, come here. Can you explain to us? Don't stand in the way of the camera though. Can you explain to us? Stand over there next to Jen. Explain to us where you've been this weekend and what you've been up to.
This weekend I went to a festival.
Yeah, which one? NAS Festival. What were you doing there?
I went to compete and do wheelies and tricks and that.
Yeah.
I came
Man,
fourth.
a bad man BMX rider. Come on.
I believe I came 4th place
Out of?
out of like 28 to 30 other riders. So
Love that.
I was happy about that.
Go follow up One Wheel J, man, on the IG. This guy is mad on the wheels, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, I was happy about that. But we go again next year,
Yeah.
2024, and I'm gonna come for 1st, 2nd,
Oi,
or 3rd.
oi, That's what I like. That's what we like. On that note, you have been tuned in to the best radio show, UK hip hop radio show on this damn rock. Yeah, we are the New Guardz Radio. Make some noise, Guardz up!
Guardz up!
Big up the New Guardz family. Big up Bad Company.
Not really.
Big up the Venom. Big up the one they call the All Stacks.
Yes.
Hold tight flow. Yeah, love, peace, and pum pum.